Ha! Hello world, hello YouTube, hello everybody. And this video is directly to, I hate that glare, President Trump. Okay? Now you got, all these hot button issues and the this and that's and all those kinds of things of alleged importance. To me, they're meaningless. ISIS and all that, yeah, sure, fine. Those are a given issues. Well, it's a given that you go do that. This isn't something we should be debating or anything like that. Things like that, right? Economy, it's a given. First of all, you don't use reality in any of the things that to use reality to solve these problems. Reality, not opinions, not preferences. What's the reality? Okay, reality will lead to the logical conclusion. No one's doing that. Put that aside. So I've been watching these here events on these airlines, right? People getting thrown off and overbooking and the seats and this and that, right? And I just watched this guy on a Delta flight, him, his wife, I think it was 2 kids. He bought his seats, right? He bought them. They're his. And he put his kids in there in a car seat. Now, what gets me, number one, about that is, well, that sounds like the way to go, right? I mean, car seat, right? That's what you have in your car seat, right? Oh goodness. Anyway, they took exception to that. Number one, they used that as an excuse to throw them off the flight so they could put someone else in, say, we need that seat. And says, no, I bought it. It's my seat. Like, oh, the baby has to be held in the mother's arms through the whole flight. Now, like, as opposed to a car seat, baby in the arms, flipping and flapping around, right? Car seat secured with its security restraints and the seatbelt of the seat on the airplane. Like, that's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen, ever in my life. Okay, that was just things that make you want to go, right? So they're into this thing. We're going to sit this flight here until you get off. The man paid for those seats in good faith. And then you're going to come along and say, well, we got someone else we want to put on these seats. You got to take you or your car seat, your kid, your old lady, and your derriere off the plane. That's reprehensible. That's the word I'm going to use. There are others. But that's just, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Right? That yet aside. Now, back in the day, when I was a young one, I was in the Army. And then, of course, in the Army, you get stationed place to place. Well, I was stationed in Germany, in Europe, for 3 years. And first I went to Fort Irwin, then I went to, Europe. The best experience, the most, I don't know, it was just the most wonderful thing that I had experienced almost in my life, except for the old lady, the wife, those kinds of things, right, was the train. You get on that train, and you can sit, watch the thing, the scenery go by, and you can eat a little lunch, this and that, even drink a little, have a beer or two, and you get off the train. I mean, 15 minutes from anywhere. 5-minute cab ride, 15-minute walk. Unless you're going kind of out in the country, and then, you make arrangements. It was the best. And on time, and by God, it was on the money. you know, and beautiful, comfortable cars, and you know, even the commuter, because we'd go to Frankfurt and this and that, you know. And when they had taken us out to the field, they would use the train. Oh man, that was the best. It was, you know, that was it, man. I don't understand what, you know. It was the, oh man. See, I'm all agog over it. Still to this day, I'm like, we hung out, we sat around. It was a nice break. We looked at the countryside go by, and you know, our vehicles in the back. Oh man, that was it. My question is, where is our public transportation system? Where is it? I want to get on the train economically and go from place to place. I don't like flying. Flying sucks. You put a bunch of people in this little tin can, you fly them, so sure it's quick, but look at the fuel, number one. Look at what it does, you know, I mean, when you look at a map at any given day of flights, right, airplanes blot out the map. How many airplanes? My God. That's lunacy. It's nuts. It is nuts to have that many airplanes in the sky at that when you can have the train for someone that's a bit slower, take a day or two, break, maybe they can do work and stuff if they're on a business trip, or maybe, you know, just, well, I'm on the train, so, yeah, I can't, you know, not at the house. People can walk around, take care of their baby, go to the bathroom better. I mean, they're bigger. Look at what, the only thing airplanes have over on the train is time. You get there quicker, right? Otherwise, it's a nightmare. You go through all that security, the airports, all that stuff. Cost, well, it's pretty economical too. Well, that's another thing. It's a sidebar. Like I said, economically, I got on the phone to Amtrak, and I wanted to take this and that and go back and see my dad. He's ailing. You know, I might not be able to see him again. Right? Oh my God. They didn't even have really a place to where you get close to him on the Amtrak. And this and that, right? Then you go up there and they got these big, giant-ass cars. I'm like, I've seen a rail system, a European rail system. And then I look at ours. Are you kidding me? This is what you profess to be a railroad system? And it's all cargo. Okay, now, out here in the West, right? I live in Nevada. And you got some long-ass stretches of road, you know. We are the, you know, possessor. Nevada is of the longest, loneliest road in the United States. It's I-50. I don't think it's interstate. Right? I don't want to be driving that. You know, I'd be like, you know how many people down here on 95, right, between my town and Las Vegas have died because of that road and the length of it, and you just bored, you know. The score is pretty high. When all you'd have to do was run a rail, even a small gauge or something. You can't do that. You know, give me a couple of few kopecks and get on the train and move on down to Las Vegas or go to like Pahrump. You can't run right. There was the LTR and the TNT, right? That went from Reno all the way up, you know, the backside of the West Coast. So, why is there no rail system for people to convey themselves from place to place? I'll tell you why. And now I give you these kudos for that one. You got them lobbyists out of the dang lobby of, you know, the Capitol or wherever, the House, Senate, because the airline lobbied against the railroad and killed it because it cut into their market share. And now here I sit, I have to go 80 miles one way just to get to foods and services. Because someone wants, what, 0.04 cents on a stock? People dying on the highways for 0.04 cents on a stock in Delta? Please enlighten me. Your phone call, I got a phone call right here, you know, or I'm on Facebook, on YouTube, you can comment. You're a savvy, you know, tech individual. Enlighten me to how that makes sense. How does that make sense for the American people not to be able to get on a train and safely go somewhere and back, as opposed to an airplane, which takes you farther distances, right? They can't do the little distances. Like if you look at the map, the old maps, they had little whistle stops, right? And you'd go anywhere and it'd be fun. You could even just go on the train, just to go on the train and see it, right? How does forfeiting this ability to convey people on public transportation to go place to place so someone can make 4/100ths of a penny on a share of stock in an airline? You'll have to sell me hard on that. Now, let's move on. Railroad. It opened up the West. Remember? You recall your history. You're not, you know, you're a smart man. You're knowledgeable in all these things that have occurred in the past in our history of America. They built that railroad through so they could open up the West. Now, if you put a small gauge, say the Nevada-California border, like the LTR was, on up to Washington State, the whole thing, and spider a couple through here and there also, how that would open up these areas. Open them up to commerce, to jobs, to tourism, all kinds of economic advantages. If you take a train that's slower, people, you know, we need to slow down. That's all it's to it in this country. Things go too fast. The faster you go, the faster you gotta go. And it's just a snake eating its tail. And now we're just too far. The snake's up to his neck now. He's ate so much of himself that he's up to his neck. So you tell me, where is our rail system? Why don't we have it? Why do we not have it? Even the bus system sucks. All because the airlines had their lobbyists go in there, and like again, I give you kudos for that one, and killed the public transportation system for regular folks that just want to go from place to place safely and economically, that don't wish to fly. Okay? Please, YouTube, Purity White Cloud, give me a call, give me a text, I'll send you my number. Send a limo and take me out. I could dig that. Or come to my home. Boy, wait till you get a load of that. Alright, that's what I have to say. Live by your wits and not by your worries. Peace. Bye.